Let me ask you something. What if I told you that 2025 doesn't have to feel like an endless treadmill, chasing goals, dodging stress, and barely keeping up? What if, this time, you could step into the new year prepared, grounded, and ahead of the game? Here's the truth: life isn't slowing down. But what if you could take control? Today, I'm going to share 10 game-changing ways to mentally prepare for 2025. And no, this isn't some generic New Year, New You fluff. We're talking about real-life strategies, like how to embrace uncertainty without losing your cool, stay curious without burning out, and even schedule joy into your daily chaos. These aren't just tips, they're tools to help you thrive, not just survive. So, whether you're feeling excited or completely overwhelmed about 2025, stick with me. Because by the end of this video, you won't just feel ready, you'll feel unstoppable. Let's dive in. Number 1. Embrace uncertainty as a friend, not a foe. Let's face it, life is unpredictable. Think back to a time when a curveball actually worked in your favor. Maybe you missed a flight, only to end up having a meaningful conversation with a stranger on the next one. Or perhaps losing a job pushed you toward a career path that was more fulfilling. Embracing uncertainty doesn't mean loving chaos, but it does mean accepting that not everything will go as planned, and that's okay. Picture this. You're heading to a big meeting and your car breaks down. Sure, the immediate reaction might be panic, but then you realize it's a chance to demonstrate your problem-solving skills. You call in, explain the situation, and present remotely. The meeting ends up going better than expected, and people commend your adaptability. 2025 will likely bring its share of surprises. Instead of dreading the unknown, shift your mindset. See it as an opportunity to pivot, learn, or explore new directions. Keep reminding yourself, flexibility is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. This mindset isn't about ignoring stress. It's about managing it better by trusting that you can handle whatever comes next. Number 2. Set small goals, but think big. Big dreams are exciting but often overwhelming. Let's say you're envisioning starting your own business in 2025. The idea is thrilling, but where do you even begin? Instead of diving into the deep end, focus on one manageable step at a time. Start by brainstorming ideas. Next, research your target audience. Then, launch a small side hustle to test the waters. Each small step adds up to something greater. Think of this approach like building a house. You wouldn't start with the roof, right? The foundation has to come first. It's the same with any major life goal. When you set micro goals, you create a system of small wins that keep you motivated. For instance, if your goal is to get healthier, don't aim to overhaul your diet and hit the gym 7 days a week. Instead, commit to drinking more water daily and taking a 10-minute walk after dinner. These small victories build confidence and create momentum. Before you know it, those little changes compound into big transformations. The beauty of thinking big while acting small is that it reduces overwhelm while keeping the ultimate vision alive. Number 3. Prioritize people, not screens. You know that sinking feeling when you realize you've spent hours mindlessly scrolling, but you can't remember a single meaningful thing you saw. Now think about how good it feels when you have a genuine in-person connection, laughing over dinner, having a heart-to-heart with a friend, or even just sitting in comfortable silence with someone you care about. In 2025, make a conscious effort to put people first. Imagine this. You're at a family gathering, and instead of snapping pictures for Instagram or checking notifications, you're fully present. You laugh at old stories, learn something new about a relative, and leave with your heart feeling full rather than your phone's photo gallery. It's not about ditching technology altogether. It's about setting boundaries. Maybe you dedicate one evening a week to a no-phone dinner, or make it a habit to call a friend during your commute instead of scrolling through TikTok. These small acts can deepen your relationships and remind you that the best moments in life don't need a filter or a hashtag. Number 4, learn the art of strategic no. How many times have you said yes to something out of guilt, only to regret it later? Whether it's agreeing to take on extra work when you're already swamped, or committing to an event you have zero energy for, these small yeses can add up to major burnout. Think of it this way: your time and energy are like currency. Every time you spend them on something that doesn't align with your priorities, you're essentially shortchanging yourself. Saying no isn't about being selfish, it's about being strategic. For example, let's say a colleague asks you to help with a project last minute. Instead of automatically agreeing, consider whether it aligns with your goals, or if it will compromise your own workload. If it doesn't fit, politely decline. Practice saying, "I'd love to help, but I don't have the bandwidth right now." Or, "That sounds great, but I can't commit this time. Let's revisit it later." These responses are respectful yet firm, and they free you up to focus on what truly matters. Number 5, financial checkups aren't just for adults. Oh wait, you are one. Money stress is a universal experience. Think about how many times you've checked your account balance, held your breath, and hoped for the best. Instead of living in financial anxiety, 2025 is the year to take control. Start small. Review your subscriptions. Are you still paying for that streaming service you haven't used in months? Cancel it. Next, create a budget. Yes, it sounds boring, but think of it as giving yourself permission to spend guilt-free. When you know exactly how much is allocated for fun, savings, and bills, you can stop worrying about overspending. And don't forget an emergency fund. Start with just $10 a week. That way, when life inevitably throws you an expensive curveball, like a vet bill or car repair, you're prepared. This isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. Knowing where your money goes gives you freedom and peace of mind. Imagine entering 2025 with a clear financial plan instead of random guesswork. Number 6, schedule joy, not just responsibilities. Life gets busy and joy often takes a back seat. How many times have you thought, "I'll plan something fun after this project wraps up," only for something else to come up? In 2025, flip the script. Instead of squeezing joy into leftover time, make it a priority. For example, block out your calendar for a solo movie night, a picnic with friends, or even a midday nap. Treat it as non-negotiable as a work meeting. Scheduling joy ensures you're not just running on autopilot, checking off tasks. It reminds you why you're working so hard in the first place. Remember, joy doesn't have to be extravagant. Maybe it's an afternoon baking cookies, a walk in the park, or a long phone call with an old friend. These moments recharge your soul and give you something to look forward to amid the chaos. Number 7, balance hustle with rest. Hustle culture tells us that rest is lazy, but that's a lie. Think about your phone. When the battery is low, you plug it in, right? So why do we push ourselves to keep going on empty? In 2025, make rest part of your routine, not something you earn. For instance, if you're working on a big project, schedule breaks. Take a 15-minute walk or step away for lunch instead of eating at your desk. Rest isn't just about sleep. It's about giving your mind and body a chance to recover. When you prioritize rest, you actually become more productive. Think about the last time you worked non-stop. Were you really efficient, or were you just going through the motions? Now imagine tackling your day with a clear, well-rested mind. You'll get more done in less time, and you'll feel better doing it. Number 8. Be your own cheerleader. How often do you downplay your accomplishments? Maybe you aced a presentation, and instead of celebrating, you tell yourself, "It wasn't a big deal." In 2025, make a pact to cheer yourself on as much as you do for others. Start small. Keep a journal where you write down daily wins, no matter how minor. Maybe you stayed within budget at the grocery store or finally cleaned out your closet. These small victories matter. When you acknowledge them, you build confidence and remind yourself that you're capable of amazing things. Celebrating yourself doesn't mean bragging. It means valuing your own effort. Life is tough enough without being your own critic. Be the voice that says, "I'm proud of you," because sometimes that's all you need to keep going. Number 9. Stay curious. Stay relevant. Picture this. It's a family gathering, and your younger cousin is showing everyone how they're using some new AI tool to automate their side hustle. Meanwhile, you're sitting there, still trying to figure out how to fully use your phone's latest update. Staying curious isn't just about keeping up. It's about staying engaged and connected to the world around you. Curiosity isn't limited to technology. It could mean learning to cook a new recipe, picking up a book on a topic you know nothing about, or even taking a painting class. Let's say you've always been fascinated by photography, but never pursued it. In 2025, start small. Watch a YouTube tutorial, experiment with your phone camera, or borrow a friend's DSLR. You might discover a passion you didn't even know you had. Curiosity also keeps your brain sharp. Studies show that learning new skills can improve memory and cognitive function. Imagine being 85 years old and still cracking jokes about the latest trends because you've stayed in the loop. Plus, curiosity has a ripple effect. It helps you connect with people. Asking someone about their interests or sharing something new you've learned opens the door to deeper conversations. Think of curiosity as an investment in yourself. The world is changing fast, and staying curious ensures you don't just keep up, you thrive. Whether it's trying that viral dance challenge or understanding the basics of cryptocurrency, staying relevant doesn't mean you need to be an expert. It just means you're open to growth. Number 10. Gratitude is a power move. We often think of gratitude as something reserved for big moments, landing a new job, going on an amazing vacation, or celebrating a milestone. But what about the small, everyday wins? Imagine this. You wake up in the morning and your coffee machine works like a charm. The weather is perfect for your commute. A stranger holds the door open for you. These are tiny moments we often overlook, but they're the building blocks of a grateful mindset. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present. For example, instead of being frustrated about a busy workday, you might feel thankful for having a job that supports you. Or when your kids are being chaotic, you might pause and appreciate their energy and health. It's not about ignoring life's challenges. It's about finding balance by acknowledging the good, even when things feel tough. One way to cultivate gratitude in 2025 is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be profound. Maybe it's the cozy socks you wore today, or the fact that you caught your favorite show on time. Over time, this practice trains your brain to look for the positive, even in difficult situations. Gratitude also strengthens relationships. Imagine telling a friend or partner how much you appreciate them, not for a big gesture, but for something small, like the way they always listen when you vent. These moments create connection and deepen bonds. Gratitude is powerful because it shifts your energy. Instead of feeling stuck in what's wrong, you start seeing possibilities. When you approach 2025 with a grateful heart, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, one thankful thought at a time. All right, so there you have it. 10 ways to mentally prepare for 2025 and take on whatever life throws at you. But here's the thing. Preparation doesn't stop here. The year ahead is going to be full of surprises, challenges and wins, and I'm here to guide you through every step of the way. If something from today's video sparked a new idea, a mindset shift, or even just made you pause and think, drop it in the comments. I want to hear what resonated with you most. And hey, maybe it'll help someone else who's reading too. And this is just the beginning. Next time we're diving deeper into insert teaser for the next topic. How to master your time in a distraction-filled world, or the habits that actually stick in 2025. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Remember, you've got what it takes to make 2025 your year, and I'm here to help you do it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the best is yet to come. I'll see you in the next one.